Alright, come on, big boy, let's go.
Kendama whirlwind, first try. Yeah! I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna hype on that. That was genuinely third try, the first one. Honestly, a little bit of a drug every time you hear that spike, that. One more, I wanna do one more. Oh! Oh! I don't know why, that's just the most satisfying thing ever. Fuck. It's honestly got nothing to do with this video whatsoever, but I don't think I've ever showed Kendama on the vlog before. Let's try to get one first try with the GoPro. Just... It's like landing a skate trick times 1,000 because there's so many more possible ways that it can mess up or fall. But you don't get hurt, so you can keep going over and over. Okay, one more try. Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another skateboarding tutorial with the POV head cam. Every time I post a tutorial, your guys' comments are all so nice on them and you say that it really helps you guys out. And they've honestly become one of my favorite videos to make because when I know it's helping you guys out, it makes me feel nice, alright? So on the previous tutorials, we've gone over the ollie and the kickflip, and today we're going to talk about the first ledge grind you guys should learn on your skateboard, the 50-50 grind. I'm going to show you guys how to do it both front side and back side, and then you guys can pick whichever one you want to learn first. Personally, I learned it front side, but you guys might find it easier back side. Watch the video and then figure it out for yourself. So that's the backside 50-50. And that's the front side 50-50. So before you guys start, there's really only one trick that you need to know how to do, and that is to do an ollie on your board. An ollie, if you guys don't know, which you probably should if you're watching this video, it's just a jump on your board, a little pop into the air, getting some height on your board. You're gonna need to be able to do an ollie because it's basically just an ollie up onto something, but you land on it with your trucks on it, you grind a little bit, and then you either pop it or you slide off the ledge to finish the grind. And then there's also a few other tricks that I would definitely say are going to be helpful if you can already do them. And that is to be able to do an axle stall or a 50-50 grind on a quarter pipe. In my opinion, the 50-50 on the quarter is just a little bit easier than doing it on a ledge. You can just kind of ride up the quarter and then slot into the 50-50 and then roll back in. Whereas on a ledge, you need to pop up onto it, you need to lock your trucks in, you need to pop out of it, and you can also sometimes miss the ledge and then like tear up your shins or something. On a quarter pipe, you're just going to slip out and then slide down the ramp. If you guys want separate tutorials on those tricks, let me know down in the comments. So yeah guys, the main thing you want is to just have a comfortable and pretty good ollie. The better you are at doing them and the higher you can make them, the easier it's going to be to pop up onto a ledge. Also, if you guys can do any shove-its or 180s on your board, it's going to be a little bit helpful. Just because that's going to give you guys a little bit more control in moving your board side to side instead of just like the ollie. Because when you're popping up onto a ledge, you're not just going straight onto it, you kind of come at it at an angle and then like turn your board a little bit. So if you guys can do a 180 or some shove-its, being good at those tricks is just going to make it a little bit easier to maneuver your board and get onto that ledge for the first time. So we're going to go over the front side 50-50 first, and that's when you're facing the ledge this way and you can slap it with your hands like this. If you kind of treat it like you're ollieing up a curb or ollieing up a ledge like this, it's basically all a 50-50 is, but you're going to angle it and then aim it onto the ledge. So the way I first started learning them is I just kind of stood at the ledge like this and tried... Actually, there's a smaller step down here. One of the good things you guys can use your stairs for at the skate park, if you can't either ollie down them or up them yet, is for learning 50-50s. These stairs are pretty low, they're pretty much my board height, so they're not too hard to ollie up onto. And then you want to just practice popping an ollie and trying to move your board in front of you and getting up onto the ledge and into a 50-50 stall. If you guys have like a really long ledge at your skate park that's really low like this, or like a really waxed up curb that you guys can grind on, I would recommend doing it on that. But at this skate park, there's not really any good low ledges to kind of practice learning 50-50s on. So if you're in a situation like me at this kind of skate park, just practice doing it standing still and it should be fine. The worst examples I've ever done on this channel, but you guys get what I mean. Find something small and practice ollieing up onto it. And then once you guys are comfortable with that, try do it with a little bit of speed while rolling, and then try get a little grind on the ledge. And also, one of the biggest problems you guys can probably have when doing 50-50s, it's something I done when I first started. I would have my feet kind of normal, just like an ollie when I'm popping up onto the ledge. But for some reason, when I actually got into the grind, my feet would go from here all the way to like up here. So I would be doing the grind, but I'd also be in this position on my board, which makes it really hard to pop out of or even just get off of the ledge without falling. So you always want to make sure that your feet kind of stay in the same position so you can pop out of the grind when you need to. It's going to make it a lot easier, because if you don't, you're going to be popping into the grind, your feet are going to be up here, and then you kind of need to slide back when you want to get off the grind. It's what I used to do when I first started, and it was really annoying. And then all it really is from there is just do them all the time, get them better, get them longer, get them higher. Just because you can do it on one ledge doesn't mean you can do it on every ledge, so make sure you practice it on all the different ledges at your skate park. And it's definitely going to help you guys get better at them, and then you can learn more tricks from the 50-50. What it looks like to be a sponsor.
Oh, man.
And then moving on to doing it backside, it's kind of the same thing, but it definitely feels a lot different. Instead of popping onto the ledge and grinding it this way, you're going to be doing it this way. So you're going to be coming up, popping your board, getting up onto it, being in the grind like this, grinding along, and then rolling out of it. These were probably one of the most awkward tricks for me to learn, because I was so used to doing it frontside, and then when I came to doing it, I was so thrown off by just how different the two tricks feel. And the trick that I used to get over how weird it felt to do was to just try pop up onto the ledge, not necessarily try grind it, but just try ollie up onto it and then see where my trucks landed. So instead of trying to pop up onto it and then get into the grind, I was just trying to pop up onto it this way and then ride across the ledge like that. And with getting comfortable with that feeling and not really trying to aim for any particular thing other than just not on the ledge, I just got way better at that motion of popping up backside up onto something. And then once I got good at doing that, I just kind of started trying to aim it onto the ledge until I could do the backside 50-50. It's a little bit hard for me to explain because it was hard for me to learn and I can't really remember how I learned it. Just practice ollieing up onto the ledge backside and then rolling off of it, and then once you get comfortable with that, try aim your trucks onto the ledge part of it and then do the actual grind. Oh, that felt so weird. Also, when I do it, I kind of come at it like this and then push my back truck in first and then my front truck. I feel like it just helps me lock in a little bit easier. It happens so quickly that you don't really notice the difference, but when I do it, I do feel my trucks kind of locking in at separate times. And then what I do to kind of stay in the grind is I lean my toes a little bit forward, and that kind of pushes the wheels back into the ledge instead of kind of pushing the board that way, because if you do that, it's just going to kind of slide out like that, and then it's not really gonna work. So when you're in it, try kind of keep your weight leaning back the way as if you were doing like a 50-50 on a quarter, if you guys know that kind of feeling. My voice has gone like so rough and so dry from saying 50-50 so many times throughout this whole video. Just like any skateboard trick, it's all about practicing it all the time and they will get better. And if any of you guys did learn how to 50-50 from this video, please let me know down in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. There's kind of a trick I want to do that I've not done for ages, just to end off the video. Front 50-50, grind along, and then front shove into this little bank. It's been annoying me ever since because for some reason on that day, and probably even today, I just can't do them anymore. I used to have them so clean and so easy, but now I just can't do it.
I don't wanna be fraud. I'm not sent up to be better.
It's probably because my front shoves are just so bad. I kind of shove at it with my whole body. I can never really pop them that good. Backside's easy, but frontside way harder. Don't know why.
I'm gonna walk every line with my fishnets blind, touch and burn every curve. I try to be conservative, fell flat on my face. Metallic.
Yo, yes! I've not done that in ages. And that was a good one, I think. I think it was good. So anyway guys, that's all there is for today's video. Thank you for watching, and thank you guys so much for 30,000 subscribers. It's honestly really crazy to me how fast this channel has been growing this past month. It's really insane to see, and I really just can't thank you guys enough for the support you've been showing this channel and the love you've been showing down in the comments. It's one of the main reasons I think these videos have kind of just been blowing up recently. You guys just leaving tons of comments down below. So if you want to help this video blow up a little bit, just leave a bunch of comments down below. Let me know some tricks you guys want me to make tutorials on, and then I'll try to read every single one of them and then get to that tutorial in the future. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.